Okay, I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Monroe County Board of Commissioners. It is Thursday, June 26th, 2025, and we will start with our Commissioner's statement. We, the Monroe County Board of Commissioners, renew our commitment to welcome and protect the rights of all people, regardless of age, race, color, creed, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, marital status, economic status, and national origin. And we affirm the right of every person to live peacefully and without fear, and we will fight and resist at every step discrimination and harmful policies, whatever their source. We believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. We also stand in support of our county public school systems, both RBB and MCCSC. And TSD, our screen isn't on. I'll note for the record that Commissioner Madeira and I are here in person and Commissioner Thomas is online. And here we go. We'll move now to department updates. Health, is Ms. Kelly available? Oh, yep, she's here in person.
Good morning, Commissioners. As of June 24th, emergency department visits for COVID-like illness have decreased, but our wastewater concentrations have slightly began to trend upwards, but levels still remain low. The health department still has free COVID tests available. Individuals can walk in Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to receive free tests. And as always, our public health clinic has vaccines available for all ages. You can call 812-353-3244 for an appointment.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?
No, thank you so much for updating us on this important information, including the COVID testing, because there are new strains, present, and so we really want to be vigilant about these strains in our community.
And Commissioner Thomas?
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. And next we have Ms. Miller from Soil and Water Conservation. Welcome.
Good morning, Commissioners. It's been a while since I've been here. My name is Martha Miller. This is Erica Eason. We are here on behalf of Monroe County Soil and Water Conservation District. This morning we want to share about an exciting event that we've been working on and invite you, the Commissioners, and the public to join us on Thursday, July 3rd at the Monroe County Fair for the first annual Conservation Day at the Fair. It'll be from 10 to 3 in the Draper Earl Auditorium. And we're excited because we're able to bring many conservation-minded groups, agencies, and organizations and businesses together in one location at the same time for the public to see. Some of our partners that are going to be joining us: Friends of Lake Monroe, Indiana Sentinel Landscape and Conservation Law Center, Bluestone Tree, Monroe County Master Gardeners, Monroe County Farm Bureau Incorporated, Lake Monroe Water Fund, Indiana Department of Ag Division of Soil, Monroe County Stormwater, Monroe County Parks, Hoosier National Forest, Monroe County Waste Reduction District, USDA Natural Resource Conservation Service, USDA Farm Service Agency, Monroe County Purdue Extension. If it's available, that's a pretty busy week for them. And maybe a few more that have reached out in questions. There are 5 main areas that we're going to focus on: forestry, sustainable food production, grazing and livestock, production agriculture, and yards and lawns. Each group will have identifying signs of those areas that they actually focus on, so you'll be able to quickly come in, look at the chart, and say, oh, I want to talk to these people about this, and go to that space. Excuse me. Thanks to the generosity of Monroe County Farm Bureau and a pretty good donation, we're going to have some really cool door prizes. People will be able to put their names in the hat at the front of the building there. We're also going to have some activities for kiddos that are conservation, natural resource related, so you can do that too. And if there is an agency, organization, or business that's conservation minded and would like to participate, they just need to reach out to me, and they can do that through the county's website and the link under the community for soil and water, or find us on Facebook. That's it.
Thank you very much. It sounds like quite an interesting event.
Hope so.
And are there any other department updates? Yes, Ms. Gregory.
Thank you. Good morning. Just a quick note to the public and to county employees that there has been recent legislation that's going to be affecting property tax deductions. There will be a letter going out to all residents that this will affect, and also a notice in the paper, information on our website, and more information will be coming. But essentially, we're shifting from property tax to local income tax, and we're shifting from deductions to credits. So more information is coming, but it's just going to change the way tax bills will look, and just generally how my office processes things. As far as to the taxpayer, if you already have these deductions in place, the transition will be smooth. As far as you're concerned, we're going to handle the brunt of that for you. For residents that are looking to have some of these deductions in the future, we'll work with you and make sure that occurs. So thank you very much.
Thank you. That's very good information to know. Are there any other department updates? Seeing none, we'll move on to public comment. This is for items not on the agenda, and each speaker is limited to 3 minutes. If you're here in person, you can come up to the podium, or online, please raise your hand. And please state your name and your county of residence. Is there any public commentary? Nope, looks like there is not anything, so we will move on to approval of the minutes.
I would like to move to approve the minutes from June 12th, 2025.
Second, are there any comments, changes?
I have none.
Commissioner Thomas?
I sent edits to Ms. Freeman.
Thank you. Then Ms. Turner-King, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Madera,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes,
Motion passes 3-0.
thank you. Next item, please.
I would like to move to approve the claims docket for accounts payable from June 26, 2025, and for payroll from June 27th, 2025.
Second.
Good morning
and-
again.
Yes, please, Ms.
Thank
Gregory.
you. Good morning again. The accounts payable claims docket for June 26, 2025 totals $142,264,773.82. That number is quite large because we just had settlement where tax monies went to other units as well. Additionally, the payroll docket for June 27, 2025 totals $2,305,176.89.
Thank you. And now we'll move on to, oh no, I would like to note for the record that we have reports from the clerk for May of 2025, from the treasurer for May, and from Weights and Measures from May 16th to June 15th. And now,
If I might, we didn't do a vote on
I'm sorry.
public
I'm
comment and a
sorry.
vote.
Ms.
Yeah.
Turner-King, could you please?
Commissioner Madera,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes. And now let's move on to new business. To make the motion.
Oh, we're on reports?
No, I just gave reports. If you would like to do the first item of new business.
I would like to move to approve an addendum to the MOU between the Monroe County Board of Commissioners and the Monroe County Health Board regarding septic replacement.
Second, Ms. Gregory. Pardon?
I'm gonna
you're
take it.
going to? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, because this is an agreement between the Board of Commissioners and the Monroe County Board of Health regarding the septic replacement program. And what has happened is through the ARPA, the state and local fiscal recovery funding program that was provided by the federal government, we had some additional funds that were not going to be used out of the jail transition director agreement. So we are allowed to re-obligate those funds, and so this allows that those funds be re-obligated in the sum of $27,498.90 to the septic replacement program.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Commissioner Madeira?
I have none.
Commissioner Thomas?
No, it makes sense. Thank you.
Is there any public comment on this item? Seeing none, Ms. Turner King, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Madeira,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Next item, please.
I would like to move to approve the 2025 covered bridge certification.
Second, and this one is Ms. Gregory.
Yes, thank you. This is one of those annual housekeeping items. Clearly, I bring to you every year, just asking you to please certify, as required by state code, that we still have one covered bridge in Monroe County.
Thank you. Any questions or comments, Commissioner Thomas?
It's a beautiful bridge. Glad we have one.
Commissioner Madeira?
I do not, but important items of heritage.
Yes, yes. If anyone hasn't seen this bridge, it's on Maple Grove Road and is truly beautiful. Is there any public comment on this item? Seeing none, Ms. Turner King, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Madeira,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Next item, please.
To avoid sounding more delicious than I need to at 10 o'clock in the morning, I will spell out the acronym. I'd like to move for a modification of the 2024 NACCHO Medical Reserve Corps, fund name MRC NACCHO, fund number 8130.
Second, Ms. Kelly.
Yes. So this is a request to approve. This was a contract modification that was made at the beginning of this year. We returned funds that were received from this grant. In 2024, it was determined that the funds were not going to be able to be used in time within the grant cycle. I did ask the employee working under this grant to contact the agency to request an extension, which was done, and the agency was willing to extend, but only for 1 month. That still was not going to be enough time. So this is just documentation for their records that shows that we have returned these funds.
Thank you. Comments or questions, Commissioner Madeira?
I have none.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yeah, I noticed in the report and survey that you sent that there's an issue regarding the Medical Reserve Corps and our liability as a county. How do other county health departments deal with that? And maybe we could do the same thing?
So The report was actually submitted by the employee who was working under this grant, and the manager of that employee has been working with legal to try to figure out our legal protections. So it really just depends upon the capacity of the exercises and the work that they can do. They can't do the medical services unless we're in an emergency, but there's volunteer activities that we have had them participate in with us, and if training is done that doesn't involve where they're going to be providing some of those direct services, it really just depends on what they're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I have no comments. Is there any public comment on this? Seeing none, Ms. Turner-King?
Commissioner Madera,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Next item, please.
I'd like to move approval for the Mike Bolton Professional Services Agreement, Fund Name Local Public Health Services, Fund Number 1161, in an amount not to exceed $50,000.
Second. Ms. Kelly again.
So this is an agreement to be able to provide testing services for homes in Monroe County in which methamphetamine labs were seized by the Indiana State Police. So we currently have 11 properties that are on our list. So the goal is to be able to provide this service, go in and do the testing, determine if any remediation needs to take place, and take care of that as well. I do have Mr. Bolton and our environmental director here with me today. If you have any questions or would like just kind of a brief overview of how the process works, we'd be happy to provide that.
Thank you. Any questions or comments, Commissioner Thomas?
None. Thank you.
Commissioner Madera?
None, but I'll just add that this is an incredibly important process because without this, we cannot get the process started. And the homes just sit there and they're eyesores, they're health hazards, and these homes need to be remediated because we cannot do anything else with them. They are inhabitable, and basically the only thing you can do with them is knock them down because they cannot be inhabited until they are remediated.
Yes, I agree with what you said. This really is a very important thing, and thank you for taking care of it. Is there any public comment on this? Seeing none, Ms. Turner-King?
Commissioner Madera,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Next item, please.
I'd like to move for approval of Computer Systems Incorporated, or CSI Disaster Recovery Service, Fund Name Recorders Perpetuation, Fund Number 1189, in the amount of $1,392.86 to be prorated June 1st to December 31st of 2025.
Thank you. Second, Ms. Swain.
Hi, I'm Amy Swain, the Monroe County Recorder. The business continuity focuses on keeping a business operational during disaster because of the role that the Recorder's Office plays in land records management. This is a vital consideration to prevent interruption of service to our county. I will say that not only the Recorder's Office, but other offices in the county use this database that we're talking about recovery system service for. The Auditor's Office, the Assessor's Office, the Surveyor's Office, as well as our Veteran Service Office. So it is an important database to make sure that we have continuity of operations. CSI is our current software provider, and they would store both our data and our images in the CSI Cloud Backup. Within 4 hours of notification, CSI can restore the software to our local production server and restore the data and images from the cloud access system to get us back up and running. Now, if there's a problem with restoring to the local server, say a disaster or something like that, they'll provide a cloud access system specific to our county, encrypted for our county, where we can retrieve the data that way. It will operate as a failover system to the county's broader disaster recovery system that's been put in place by our technical services department. I have spoken at length with the director of TSD, and Greg has looked over the contract. He has contacted CSI, and he is comfortable with this as a failover system. It'll be added to our continuity of operations plan as a course of action. And in the event that a broader disaster prevents access, this is our backup and would be utilized. Any deployment of this system will be a consolidated effort between the Monroe County offices that utilize the system, as well as TSD and the vendor CSI.
Thank you. Any comments or questions, Commissioner Madera?
This seems a remarkably low price to pay for such an important service. Thank you so much.
Commissioner Thomas?
This is vital. Thank you.
Yes, this is very important, and that perpetuation fund is very useful.
Yes, it is.
Is there any public comment on this item? Seeing none, Ms. Turner-King?
Commissioner Madera,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we have no appointments for today, and a few announcements that I might be able to read. The Bloomington Foundation is handling the rural repair program. If you would please contact your township trustee, and they can guide you through the process to get these repairs. And residents can sign up for our alert system. It's the megaphone on the front page of our website. And this is very important. We seem to be having a lot of awfully bad weather, and these alerts can really help a whole lot. The commissioners have virtual office hours 6 times a month. You can go to the calendar and join us and find the link for the office hour, and you can join us, one of us there. And this is a private conversation with just one of us. And I believe that's all the announcements I have for today. Do you have anything to add?
I'm really looking forward to the Monroe County Fair next week.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. Yes, sorry. And of course, also the 4th of July parade.
Yes, and I will be at the Monroe County Fair. I imagine we'll see many of you guys there.
Yep.
And I hope that it will not be as hot as it has been.
Yeah. Commissioner Thomas?
Yes, I just wanted to make sure the community is aware that Hoosier Hills Food Bank is doing a fresh food distribution tomorrow, Friday, June 27th from 10 a.m. to 3. That's at the Hoosier Hills Food Bank, 2333 West Industrial Park Drive. Each vehicle will receive 1 box of fresh perishables, including produce, dairy, and protein, and a choice of dry products tailored for either children or seniors. And this is really a really helpful effort in response to the demand for food at food pantries, the state of Indiana, and federal cuts to various programs, especially for children and seniors, and in response to the high food costs that we're experiencing. So I just wanted to make sure everybody is aware of that, and it's an important event, and we're really grateful for the Hoosier Hills Food Bank.
Yes, thank you. That is a very important event, and we are grateful that Hoosier Hills Food Bank makes such an effort over this kind of thing. And if there are no other announcements, we can be adjourned.